Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 5 will present about the Waste Payment mobile application. My name is Muhammad Topan. My name 43422110113, and then Joshua Barnabas 43422110005, and then Eric Esther 43422110002, and then Hasdar Tianing Rahma 43422110020, and then Peter Christian 43422111014. Next, member share and contribution. Muhammad Topan, contribution responsible for working on application mockup and UI design. And then Joshua Barnabas, contribution design and create database structure and responsible for database security. And then Eric Esther Baoleh, contribution implementation UI design in Code. Esdar Tianing Rahma Astuti, contribution conduct research on the need for application design. And then Peter Christian, contribution responsible for report and design drawing such as use case, activity diagram. Next, general description of the software. Description: Waste payment application is solution that allow people to make regular waste-free payment efficiently. This application was developed as a mobile application. The use of the application is very user-friendly, and the feature profit are easy for people to understand. Destination: number one, make it easier for people to pay garbage fees. Number two, make it easier for the airway admin to report. Scope: number one, display info about bills that must be paid. Number two, profit payment feature to M-banking or Kris. Number three, allow to view transaction history. Number four, display a notification alert. Next, user characteristic. In this application, the user involved are: number one, admin has to role to manage and oversee the operation of the garbage payment application. Admin has the right to perform validation. Number two, user are individual or household who use the app to make garbage payment by making payment to M-banking or Kris. Next, functional and non-functional requirement. Number one, admin and citizen can login. Number two, payment system by displaying the accounting number or Kris. Number three, the system display the payment history. Number four, the system is able to display notification. Non-functional requirement. Number one, availability. The system is able to run for 24 hours non-stop, except when there is system maintenance or system update. Number two, security. People can commit fraud on payment recapitulation, and some sensitive feature cannot be used other than airway as admin. Number three, ergonomy. The system must be able to be used easily for user or user-friendly.
Explain about use case diagram. Use case diagram explanation. Admin is responsible for validating payment made by resident and has the privilege of managing bills. And the citizen is user who make garbage payment and can see the history of payment that have been made. This is the use case scenario. Number one is login. The main scenario is user input data in the login form. If successful, they will be redirected to the main page. And the alternative scenario, if it doesn't work, a warning will appear username or password wrong. And number two is make a payment. And actor is the citizen or the resident. The main scenario is resident make payment to the account number by QRIS that has been provided. After that, submit proof of payment. And the alternative scenario, if validation is rejected, you must submit the evidence against payment. Number three is the view payment history. The actor in this is admin, and citizens. The main scenario is the system display a list of payment history associated with the user's account, including payment details such as date, amount, and description. The alternative scenario, if the system experience problem, the user cannot view the payments history. And number 4 is payment validation. The actor is admin. The main scenario, admin access the list of transactions that need to be validated. Alternative scenario is if there is any ambiguity, admin can coordinate with related parties. Number 5 is notification. The actor of notification is admin and citizens. Main scenario, if the file is submitted successfully, a success notification will appear. And the alternative scenario is if it fail, a failure notification will appear and you will have to resubmit.
I will continue the presentation for ERD and table structure. The first table is empty account, which has ID, username, password, password salt, and flag delete. The ID is the primary key for the empty account table. Username is as one of the login requirement when logging in. Password as one of the login requirement, and the password salt is used for account security in the form of data encryption. The flag delete used in Boolean form to state in the account. Next. The second table is empty warga. There is ID, name, warga ID, and flag delete. ID is used for primary key for the table empty warga. The second is name, is used in citizen table as identifier. And warga ID is a foreign key that will be used later in the p-transaction table. The last is flag delete, is used in Boolean form to state the account status. Next. The p-transaction table has ID, created by, created, updated by, updated, status, and citizen ID. The ID is primary key for the p-transaction table. Created by is find out who created the transaction. Created is know when the transaction was made. The updated by is to find out who validated the transaction. The updated is for knowing when the validation was performed. Status is to find out the status of whether the validation of the transaction has been carried out. And the last is citizen ID, the ID used in the selected feature. Next. Here is the structure table. The first one is empty account with primary key is ID and there is no foreign key for this table. The structure table has ID, username, password, and flag delete with same description as has been said before. The second is name table with empty warga and primary key is ID with foreign key ID and the structure table has ID, name, and flag delete. The last table is p-transaction with primary key is ID and there is no foreign key for this table and the structure table has ID, created by, created, dated by, updated, status, and flag delete.
Okay, I will explain about the prototype mockup. So there will be a login page. User will log in with username and password so they can access the dashboard later. And this is the dashboard for user. So there will be a three menu for payment, history, and account setting. And there will be a navigation, notification, and lookup. After that, this is the payment page, and it's provide two method for payment, the bank number and series. And after that, they do the submit for the payment. And after the submit, the payment history will be displayed in the history page.
Obstacles and constraints. Number 1, constraint. First, difficult finding time for group work. Last, adaptation to the new language, namely Flutter. Solution. Number 1, make time to meet every week. Number 2, do research and update information about Flutter. Project and course contribution. Administrasi sistem komputer. Connecting to the Flutter project with the host server. Fisika dasar. In queries, the image taken by the camera is analyzed through the conversion of light to electrical signal and image management with filters. Interaksi manusia-komputer. Implementation of UI design for application design before development. Pengujian perangkat lunak. Testing whether the application features meet your needs and are user-friendly. Number 5. Pemrograman perangkat bergerak. Mobile application development using Flutter. Command basis data. Implement database security by encrypting password. Last, proyek pengembangan aplikasi mobile. Design lesson plans, reports, SRS, and presentation for PBL. Future project needs. Number 1, login process user. Number 2, payment and validation logic. Number 3, notification. That's all we can see. More endless. We apologize. Thank you.